Can the Cardiff Devils maintain their lead at the top of the Elite League with 4 points? Or will the Guildford Flames put another sting in the tail of the title race? Foster gets it on the return to the blue line. Shot through traffic, bounds with a blocker. Good pressure this from the Flames, and this is a shot that goes just wide of the cage. Pope. Silky smooth from Pope. Glides his way through. Richardson tried to find Martin, who was all alone, and now we're going to get our first penalty. Foster. Time and space here, but that's a shot blocked wide as a Guildford player goes down just in front of Bounds. Now there's another chance for Foster, and a good save with the pad by Ben Bounds. And Matthew Myers gets a clearance, and the Devils will go for a change. That play as Duggan has to try and get that puck, but and that's a broken stick. Pressure from the Flames, and another shot comes in. There's all sorts going on there. There was an awkward bounce that Duggan had to deal with. Then there was a shot, and now the Devils come the other way, heading across. Just looking for anyone to get a touch on that, be it a Flame or a Devil, to put it past Fullerton, but not on this occasion. And here they are on the counter-attack again. Dunbar, lovely pass in, and the angle just beat the Guildford man. But that was danger for the Devils. That angle, though, from the pass just kept getting smaller and smaller. And in the end, I think it hit the side of the net. Space for Mark Lewis at the blue line, and it's hit the side net. Maybe he'll have another go. He will. This time deflected wide. Duggan is all over that loose puck. Mark Lewis. Another drive. This time a save by Fullerton. And again here, 2 white jerseys to 1 red in the battle. But the Devils do get a stick on it. There's a bit of space for Reddick, who fires through traffic. And boy, oh boy, that could have gone anywhere there. Eventually goes over the bar. Is there a chance in this last minute for Schistel? Fullerton tries to track it. It's loose. But there's a man on top of Fullerton, and the whistle is blown. Dunbar. Well cut out by the Devils. It's a 3-on-2 if they can use it here. Hedden. Guildford are getting back in a little bit. Chance out in front. Martin couldn't get it on to the clean forehand. Richardson. Martin. Jesse Craig. Chance here, and Bounds just had to track that after it came off Schistel, and does. But Dixon has it, and he has Duggan for support. Duggan with a shot, and this time Fullerton holds on. There's a little bit of afters as well with Dixon. The Flames making sure they are being known. Matthew Myers. Livingston. Livingston with a chance, just hit wide. Lewis puts it in the mixer, and it breaks to Ackerin. Matthew Myers turns it back over for the Devils. Another chance, Fullerton with a good save, and it just won't fall to a red jersey. Best spell of pressure for the Devils, though. Chance here, little drop off the bar. Closest either team has got to opening the scoring. Baldwin under pressure. There was a chance, and the Devils almost scores! Big game Lane. 1-0 Devils.
Exactly like you said there, guys. Big game Lane comes and strikes again. Jake Morrison just dumps that one into the corner, and it's a big shove there from Joey Haddad that just unsettles the Guildford defenseman. forces that turnover. Crucial play there from Joey Haddad, making his return from injury. Sets that puck loose up in front for Lane Olmer. Just puts that one between the legs of Travis Fullerton. And once again, big game Lane comes up big.
And now Dixon's trying to get Lindhagen away, but hungry move from the Guildford Flames, and it's out loose in front of bounds as Richardson lost his stick. Richardson just trying to get anything on it. He's still without it. Another one-timer effort. And Fournier's just going to bank this one off and just try and get a couple of seconds. There's a hit in the corner. The Devils fans want a penalty, and they're going to get one now. There's going to be a roughing call. There may be more. Here's Mosey again. Power play goal for him last night in Fife. Martin. Chance for the Devils. Fullerton with a flashy glove, and now Myers is going to go in with apt, and I think Myers is trying to maybe get someone else sitting for two. Livingston wins the draw. Devils fans asking for another penalty. They're going to get one as well. It's an interference call here as Livingston comes back beyond, and they may be asking for another one again. We're about to find out. Looks just like the one player going there. As Ben Davis is now getting into it with Livingston, and boy oh boy, tensions rising here at the Viola.
Yeah, so it's going to be Kevin King going to the box for interference here now, but it looks though he was the guy who may have hit Livingston in the corner as well, so maybe he's getting two penalties. I'm not too sure. It looks though he is getting two here, so it's going to be, I assume, 5-on-4 for 4 minutes.
King has just mock clapped the official from the box and has got himself a 10-minute misconduct on top of what he already has. You simply can't do that, Ollie. Here's Bentivolio. Mosey. Fournier with a drive, deflected. Hedden. Dixon takes up the trail. Bit of time and space. Fullerton has the bounciest pads, I think, of any netminder we've seen. Him and Fournier just playing here, and there's all sorts going on in front of Fullerton. Mosey with a shot. Bentivolio trying to creep in, and he doesn't. It falls to Martin. The second power play has now started. Good first kill from the Flames. Fournier, that's over the bar, and no high stick on the play. Fournier trying to find some time and space. It's under Bentivolio, it's under Fullerton. Did a fantastic job, the netminder, to just make sure he got himself flat across his line. Martin has been on for pretty much the entire 6-minute power play, it seems.
Well, Lindhagen's been out there for a lot of the penalty killers while he's performing excellently.
It's all the way through! A shovel from the blue line by Fournier beats Fullerton, and the Devils get their power play marker.
And that's the break that the Cardiff Devils needed on the power play. A shot there from the blue line from Gleason. Fournier just sneaks its way through. I'm not 100% sure whether or not it may have taken a slight deflection out in front, but to me that looks to it's all the way through. And it's another goal for Gleason Fournier, potentially his 22nd of the year. 66 points. He's moving ever closer to breaking that record held by Steve Galas for the highest scoring defensive season.
Wraparound attempt. Bounds made the initial save, and the Devils pounced on the rebound. Reddick. Livingston to Reddick. Reddick with a drive, and Fulton sees that all the way. Richardson doesn't get there first, and Morissette has to deputise on D now as the Flames pull a move forward, and it hits the side of the net on this occasion. A drive from Akerid, but he fluffs his lines. Usually much more troublesome figure there, and he's going to have another goal as you see it here. Bounds has to track that as it takes a couple of bobbles. The Devils do get it out, but Duggan couldn't bring it under his spell. Into the Guildford zone. Duggan just did enough to let that move forward for Dixon. Dixon twisted and turning. Pope on the wraparound and trying to catch out the Devils D. Craig loses it at the blue line. The Devils have a 2-on-1. Hedden, Martin, Bendevolio trying to feed Hedden again. Maybe one pass too many. Off the boards, and he'll snake his way into the corner. A trip here, and it will be a penalty upcoming. The Devils will have power play time and not what the Flames would have wanted. Craig, Akerid. Haddad just skated into trouble a little bit, but again, it just seems to be a Devils player in the right assignment time again in the defensive zone as Morissette tries to get away from the attentions of Akerid. Pope. Haddad. Haddad welcomes this battle with Ferguson, but Ferguson wins it this time. Couple of backhand plays hit the side of the net. Reddick may be lucky to get away with that one behind the boards. He was a lot of body contact. Akerid with a drive, a good blocker from Bounds, and the Devils crucially get it out of the immediate danger. Fournier off the glass, trying to find Hedden. Here's Bendevolio. Can the Devils put it away? Martin's coming in, and it's offside. So close. If they can just hold out for these last 20 seconds. Ben Davis. Dixon forces his way forward. Bounds with a long stretch pass. The last 2 seconds tick down, and the Cardiff Devils record a second successive shutout at home with a 2-0 victory against the Guildford Flames.